All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless me here talking real music. I don't know, might not be real music, but it's music, and we're doing it in real time for a few real people out there, just like you, just like me. All right, I'm going to be talking about Carrie Underwood and Guns N' Roses and Motorhead in this video. Uh, just, yeah. Before I go there, here is Cimarron 615. Brand New Distance. If you're a fan of Poco or the Eagles, I had a gentleman say to me, I wouldn't have known about this if you didn't share it with your audience. So here it is, Brand New Distance. That's the back cover. Try Again could be the hit single off of it if there were radio stations that were accommodating this. I'm not sure if modern retro radio is playing this, but I will investigate that. So please check out modernretrofm.com, because if anyone is going to play it, it might be them. Now, yeah, I have several other housekeeping issues that I think I will discuss toward the end of the video. This is on a rock website. This is the state of rock, all right? Talking about Carrie Underwood doing Motorhead songs, specifically Ace of Spades. What's the matter, Dave? You don't like Motorhead? You know, throw them under the bus too? Not a fan. I'm not a fan. It's almost like novelty music, like how what's the word? How cacophonous can we make a rock song? And it's interesting, and I guess I like the spirit of it, but as far as my musical tastes, yeah. So this is just basically for effect. She's opening up for Guns N' Roses. Now, I think Carrie Underwood is very talented, but her genre is typically country or pop, all right? So she's opening up for GNR, and she's doing Motorhead's Ace of Spades. And not only is she doing that, but she's also doing Bad Reputation by Joan Jett, Hit Me With Your Best Shot by Pat Benatar. And you know what's good about that is Pat Benatar is not playing that song anymore, because of all the gun stuff, because the song, everybody knows that Hit Me With Your Best Shot is about firearms, right? Everybody. Yeah, if you're confusing that, then maybe you've had one too many booster shots, all right? Because pretty much everybody in the world knows that it is innuendo. Remember innuendo? But then again, maybe people today don't understand innuendo. So anyway, she's doing Hit Me With Your Best Shot. She's also doing Wild Horses by the Rolling Stones, which you could reinterpret into a country type of song, but she's probably just doing it the way the Stones did it. She's doing Alone by Heart. I could see that one. And then she's concluding with Rock and Roll by Led Zeppelin. But the Ace of Spades cover is the most ridiculous of all of these. And, Bad Reputation, I know she's hitting on some female vocalists here. Probably most I guess accessible would be Alone by Heart if you're Carrie Underwood, but who knows? The biggest surprise of the night came when she delivered a high-energy version of Motorhead's timeless classic Ace of Spades. It's timeless. It's not dated at all. I love these publications. It's a timeless classic, Ace of Spades. It doesn't age at all. Really? Have you listened to it lately? And not only has it aged, but it belongs in a certain quadrant of the music world, a certain small little box that you would put your music in. Like, this is the Motorhead box over here. What else goes with Motorhead? Motor oil? I mean, what goes? I'm sorry. Lemmy was a legend, Dave. Okay, cool. I'm glad you like him. But this is the state of rock music today. This publication and other publications celebrating Dolly Parton's rock album. Now you got Carrie Underwood. You know what it is that rock is dying this slow death for the most part. And these country people are kind of keeping it alive. Not to say that country isn't suffering as well, because there's a split in the country world where people want real country. And apparently there are a group of people out there that like pop country, or skinny jeans country or bro country or whatever it's referred to, although the names keep evolving. So, you can't keep up with it. And why even bother at this point? Because tomorrow there's going to be something else about it. And, is this something that people are just craving? Like, I want Carrie Underwood to do ridiculous cover songs. I want her to get into other genres and try to rescue those, or just try to sing from those because it's edgy and it's cool and it's different. And, I like that stuff maybe in 1985, maybe, right? You would hear some new wave group doing some Motown song or something and reinterpreting and making it something interesting and different. But for the most part, she's too talented. She's too talented to be going there. But this is the weird thing though. She's opening for Guns N' Roses, Carrie Underwood, and then Guns N' Roses. So this is all just a celebrity thing now. This is name ID. We're going to put two mismatched things on the same bill. Quite honestly, Guns N' Roses, they're likely not as popular as Carrie Underwood. So maybe they should be opening up for Carrie. But if I'm going to go see her, I'm going to want to hear her catalog, right? I want to hear her genre. Maybe she's just inspired by Dolly Parton. And we have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to blame for all of this, because it's not a category anymore, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's not rock and roll. It's basically the Music Hall of Fame. Whatever music we deem to be in here, we put in here. And if the fans disagree with us, even more as to why we should put in the stuff that we like. It's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame rebelling against the people, not the People's Hall of Fame. One guy is in charge of it, and he decides. And if he doesn't like you as a person, you're not going into the Hall of Fame. You need to schmooze to the hall. And if you were not giving glowing reviews over the years by Rolling Stone, you probably aren't getting into the Hall of Fame either. So in any event, let's just celebrate Ace of Spades by Carrie Underwood. It's an achievement. It's edgy. It's cool. It's out of the box, or as I said earlier, it's in a really small box where people would go, this is perfect. I'm so glad she's doing this. Some of the other covers, it's fine. But do you want to hear Carrie Underwood doing cover tunes? I don't know. I guess everybody is getting in on the act. Maybe they're all just trying to save what's left of rock and roll. And I commend them if that's their motivation. I really do. In the meantime, I am trying to save what's left of the music world by promoting bands like Cimarron 615, a true country rock band playing the kind of music that they should play, not resorting to any sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just getting too old for this stuff, but there's a word like, just to get your attention, clickbait style. Hey, we're going to cover, Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven. No, that's Dolly Parton, by the way. These guys are just putting it out there just like Poco used to do. And they are more or less a continuation of that. Now, before I go, some housekeeping issues here. The channel is basically collapsing as far as viewership. And some people would say it's because of me, and that's fine. It's, what can I do? Even though I'm getting more subscribers, averaging about 300 new subs each month, which isn't a lot. but it is something, and that keeps moving forward. But view totals, view counts continue to go down. If I can get to 1,000 views on a video right now, it's like a celebration for me. And I was doing that in 2017 with like 8,000 subscribers. So I do know what's going on. I have another place where I'm essentially just doing this for insurance policy, because there's no money to be made over on the other platform right now, as far as I can tell. And I've reached out to the people over there, and I do need to kind of earn a modest living. I'm not looking for the rock star lifestyle. The patrons who are on this channel, who support me, they're literally keeping me going at this stage. It's gotten to the point where their generosity, and a few people in particular who've really gone out of their way to support this channel, those people are keeping this going. So if you're one of those people that likes this content and you want to throw me like $1 or $2 a month or more, depending on what you can afford. I know the economy is ridiculous out there, gas prices. You look at this great economy that the mainstream media is telling you every day. It's just wonderful, where everything costs like double what it used to cost. And I'm talking like 3 or 4 years ago. So I get that. But if you can afford a couple of bucks, this is all I can do right now. I'm not a marketer. I'm not going to sell t-shirts. I'm not going to get into that business. I'm already devoting quite a bit of time and research each day into these videos, and looking for topics that might grab someone's attention. Plus, I've got this other channel. And while I'm on the topic of the other channel, I had people complaining about the name of the channel, which I've renamed channels multiple times, and it hasn't served me well. But I decided to rename the channel. All right. So I will put a link in the description. The channel is called Politically Homeless now. Politically Homeless, which I thought was pretty catchy. And it makes sense. But I'll be talking about politics and culture, and how nothing ever gets done because, tribes that are fighting amongst each other for, airtime, and, certain people just sucking the air out of the political climate, and then no serious issues really get talked about. So I'll put a link to the channel over there. I've got like 187 subscribers, something like that, which isn't bad. I need to get to 1,000 before we can even talk about a revenue stream there. But so far, proportionately, like if I put a video out, it gets like 50 views or something, and that would be almost 1/3 of the audience. If I put a video out here, I would need to get like 25,000 views or something, 20 to 25,000. So that's not happening here, which it's really depressing. So this is my attempt to kind of reset what I'm doing, and people say it works. I don't know for how long it works, and I don't know if you have to keep doing this over and over again. It's really sad that you have to play this game. And again, I do have the other platform, and I'm hopefully going to upload this video and other videos over there. For whatever reason, the videos aren't transferring over, and I tried to reset it again yesterday, and it's not working. So for those of you who want to continue to watch these videos, I do need your support. $1 or $2 a month. There's YouTube memberships at $2.99, and that is another easy way. You just hit the join button. Makes for fairly easy signing up, and then they do take a portion of that revenue. Everybody takes a portion of the revenue. Patreon takes a portion as well. And giving out my PayPal and all that stuff, I get a little bit nervous about doing that. But if you're a patron on Patreon, easy for me to say, and you want to reach out that way and talk to me about, one-time gift or something, And if you know wealthy donors, like politicians have wealthy donors, it'd be cool if maybe a rock musician with really deep pockets and a love for, say, very truthful information about certain topics, or somebody who has a slightly different opinion than everybody else in this media space. Um, if somebody like that wants to say, I don't know, just finance the channel for the rest of my life, that would be cool. Of course, then again, I understand if you're living the rock star lifestyle, you're probably not going to be parting with your money in this way, because that would be like a charitable donation at this point. All right, people, I'm kind of rambling and all over the place here. Thanks for watching. God bless you all. Thanks, patrons, for being who you are and doing what you do. And yes, I will see you soon.